Now, concerning this business about mandatory deductions from working people's pay, under the pension scheme, there's nothing like negotiation on payment of these things. The only condition that is open to you, even you should do it without any prompting, is to pay it and pay interest on it. Maybe what should be negotiated will be the interest, whether it is compound interest or simple interest. Generally, it should be compound interest if it's delayed overly like this, because you are hurting the people when they come on retirement. And it's suspected that government would have budgeted for these things, because it's not just an allowance, it's a mandatory deduction, and is to be promptly transferred to the fund managers for investment. And therefore, if you cannot pay it within the 14 days or so after the deduction has been effected, then you arrange with the fund managers or the owners of the money, who are the workers, to pay a compound interest on it, and they'll relax. But particularly so, like I said earlier, when we are in a transition to move into a brand new government, there is no way workers will be compromising on these issues. No, there's nothing like compromise when it comes to these type of things. Maybe the allowances, they may find some ways and means of agreeing to. But when it comes to retirement matters, it's a different ball game. So I pray that government, because this one, nobody should expect embedding the Labour Commission. Labour Commission will have no authority to say that you have agreed, you have signed an agreement, but you can afford not to pay it. They can't say so. It will be foolhardy on their part to invite anybody to say that. It's when an agreement has not been reached, then Labour Commission can invite you people and even facilitate reaching that agreement. But in this case, you have voluntarily signed agreement without anybody putting gun on your head. It is assumed that you've budgeted for it. It's assumed that you have a dedicated funding for it. So why are you not paying? If they cannot afford to pay, this is when they can call the people, and they should do it as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, they are not smart enough. So that's what it is.
Gamey, a Labour expert. Thank you for your time here on News Desk, and that's the call generally this morning.